coming to madness. The people is giving the damage. They turn into animal savage. Rhinos and hippos and mammoths. The hero is coming, I'm locked in. You know that I'm winning, I'm top 10. You know that I came from the dog pen. You want it, you get it, you drop dead. The rebel who came from the bottom. My enemies know that I got it. I'm planting my seeds in gardens, then watching them sprout and harvest. The greatest was always in my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the... Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit. Look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick, got a big fleece. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. I see they ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace. Giving the damage. The people is giving the... The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Buckeye country, where the Buckeye Central Bucks look to make it a season sweep of the Wynford Royals here, New Washington High School. You can catch all the action live and free next.
Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Balogh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above-market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Josh Banks welcomes you inside the Burkhart Farm Center pregame show, joined alongside my colleague tonight, our own Hall of Famer at the OH.REPORT, Mr. Joe Balogh, in what should be an outstanding N10 matchup. Hey, the first time these two played, it went to overtime. Buckeye Central getting the win at Wynford.
Yeah, you got two teams that are just kind of battling here at the end, halfway through the season. Both teams, struggling here a little bit lately, but a lot of tradition between these two basketball programs and a lot of pride. You can kind of see that tonight, with the crowd that we have on a Saturday night that's not real pleasant outside. So looking forward to this basketball game, maybe to see if one of these teams can get on a little bit of a run here in the second half of the season.
And that's really what it's going to come down to. We're coming to the end of the N10 play, coming to the end of the regular season, getting ready to roll into postseason play. Buckeye Central D6, Wynford D6. Both of these schools could run into each other again down the road. So this is going to be a real good test for them. Game 2, hey, we all know how hard it is to beat a team 3 times in one season.
Well, actually, Buckeye Central's D7.
Oh, they're D6 in girls.
They're D7 in boys.
Okay.
So they wouldn't meet in postseason play. The other part of this, if you're a coaching staff, you're also, you would like to really finish the season strong, but you're also starting to maybe take a look ahead as to what it looks like down the road. So we could possibly see maybe some younger players step into the lineup tonight. And kind of test the waters to see kind of just where they're at. So it's just kind of a pride factor right now with these two teams. And we expect it with the tradition that you have between these two programs that it's going to be a good ball game tonight.
We're going to take a look first at those visiting Wynford Royals, led by first-year head coach Adam Ginther. They're 1-10, 1-7 overall in the N10. Lost numerous games in a row. but they're looking to avoid the season sweep. Again, they lost at home to Buckeye in OT. They average 44 points a game, but they give up 63.9. So it's almost a 20-point differential for these Wynford Royals on the bad side of things this year, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, they've struggled a little bit to have, more than 2 consistent scores. And at the defensive end of the floor, they've just struggled to hold opponents down. So, they're going to need to get a good performance out of their 2 leading scorers, Wes Pranger and Drew Stanek, tonight. But they're also going to need to have somebody else kind of step up and maybe get in double digits for them also tonight.
And that's going to walk us right into our player spotlight, and it's going to be none other than the aforementioned Wes Pranger. He's one of the leaders on this team. He is a senior. He is a phenomenal point guard, but he's also one of those kids where once he crosses that volleyball line, hey, he's not scared to pull up and shoot it, and he'll consistently knock it down as well.
Yeah, he shoots 37% from three-point range, and I think he's made close to 30 for the season. So he's had a good year shooting the basketball. Shoots about 74% from the line and averaging 15, a night. But again, he's, with him really being probably the only experienced player that they brought back from a very talented team a year ago, he's got to step up and have a really big night here for the Royals.
And you spoke about, that kind of number 2 guy that we're going to look for, and you mentioned the second leading scorer on this team is Drew Stanek.
Yep.
The young man's a freshman.
Yep.
He stepped into a varsity role. He's their second leading scorer. Somebody else, a junior, maybe a sophomore, if they get themselves into double figures, this could be a very competitive team. But when you've only got 2 guys that are putting in 10 a night, it's tough to win basketball games.
Yeah, it just makes it a struggle. When it's difficult to score at the offensive end of the floor, it makes every possession just that much more important. So I'm sure that Wynford's going to try to maybe push the basketball a little bit so that Buckeye Central can't get their defense set and see if they can put more than 40. They would ideally like to get to that 60-point range if they could tonight offensively.
And let's go ahead and take a look at our keys to victory for those visiting Wynford Royals. Hey, one thing they struggle with is they do want to push the ball, but they also turn it over rather often. And the other thing, they're the worst rebounding team in the N10.
Yeah, and that's, that shows with the difference, the point differential that they have. They can't give up second, third chance scoring opportunities. They're going to have to try to limit Buckeye Central to 1 shot in each possession and then see what they can do with the ball offensively.
Speaking of Buckeye Central, let's go ahead and flip it over before we get to the national anthem, and let's take a look at our Buckeye Central Bucks team spotlight, led by head coach Chris Moyer. They are 5-7, 2-6 in the N10, coming off what we would consider an upset loss to Bucyrus, who got their first win of the season, where they shot 3 of 22 from range in that game. They're averaging 46, but again, they allow 56, so a 10-point differential there as well.
Well, kind of unusual, too. On January the 10th, they beat Bucyrus 56-48, and then they got to turn around and play them right again. And Bucyrus returns the favor 56-44. So a little bit different as far as the schedule worked out there for them. But they started out hot, 3-0, and then have only won 2 games here, and I believe the last 10 that they played. So Buckeye Central looking to get back on track tonight also.
And we will send it to the floor for the national anthem, and then we will come back up to finish our pregame. All right, let's get right back into those Buckeye Central Bucks. And our player spotlight tonight is going to be a junior on the squad. He's their point guard, their ball handler. It's going to be Hunter Caudill. And he's one of those guys where he brings it up the floor well. He gets them into their offense. But he's also a kid that averages 10 points a game, and he will knock it down when need be.
Yeah, I mean, the key to many basketball teams is how good of a point guard you have and his ability to distribute the ball. But then even an advantage would be that you have a point guard that can score, and he's shown that he can score as he averages double digits.
And into their keys to victory for the homestanding Buckeye Central Bucks. Hey, consistency is key. You just said yourself, Coach. You played Bucyrus on the 10th. You beat them by 8. You turn around and play them 4 days later, and you lose to them by double digits. You got to play consistent, and you got to play a complete game. They were 3 of 22 from 3 in that game against Bucyrus.
Yeah, I mean, you would like to be in that 30% and above range, shooting from three-point range. I mean, 3 of 22 is not a real good night. And a lot of times when you see teams that have struggled, you'll see them play well for maybe a half, maybe even 3 quarters, but when it comes to close out the game, they have difficulty. So tonight will probably be a contest in which team's going to play better for the full 32 minutes will be the team that's going to win this basketball game tonight.
And it's kind of something I got to see last night. We spoke about it a little bit pregame. I was at Wynford Carey girls last night. Wynford played a great first 16 minutes. Carey played a great second 16 minutes. Carey came away with the win. It was very similar last time. I was talking to a couple of the Buckeye Central kids earlier before the JV game, and they said, hey, they were down 12 in the fourth quarter in that game at Wynford. They turned things up. They made some buckets. They ended up winning the game in overtime. So you know this as well as anybody. High school basketball is about a game of runs.
Yeah, usually it's a game of runs. And if you take a look at many basketball games, coaches many times talk about the first 3 minutes of the game being important, that you're able to set a tempo that you would like to play the game at. Number 2 is taking a look at the first 3 minutes of the second half, but also a lot of coaches also take at that last 3 minutes of the first half, that 6 to 8 minute stretch, you know, at the end of the half and starting the second half is being really important as where a game is decided.
Now let's go ahead and meet the starters for the visiting Wynford Royals. It's going to be number 3, Drew Stanek. Number 13, Jackson Vance. Number 5, Weston Pringer. Number 22, Drew Johnson. And number 4, Dawson Pelter. Now on the flip side of things, for the homestanding Bucks of Buckeye Central, it's going to be junior number 1, Hunter Caudill. Junior number 2, Caden Jarvis. Junior number 22, Jeremiah Fishpaul. Junior number 24, Jack Phillips. And the lone senior on the squad, number 31, Matthew Hefner. So both of these teams are very, very young. Buckeye is junior loaded. So they're going to be a team that's going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the N10 next year for sure when all these guys are seniors. But they've got an entire sophomore and freshman class coming up as well.
Yeah, I mean, Wynford lost a lot of experience from a year ago, and that's been a part of their struggle. So as we mentioned, really with both of these teams, what you're looking for here in the second half of the season is can we finish with a lot of positive energy? Can we finish with that energy that'll lead into an off season where guys really want to work on their skills, get a lot better, and then be able to experience more success next season? So that's kind of the challenge that the coaching staffs face right now.
And it'll be interesting to see the differences between game 1 and game 2. We all know that basketball is a chess match between coaches, adjustments, making a difference in game 2 over game 1. Which coach made the adjustments? Which coach has put together not necessarily a new game plan, but an improved game plan from that first game to help these young men battle it out and get a win on hopefully their home floor, or again for Wynford to avoid the season sweep and get win number 2 on the season?
Well, game plans are really important, but the most important part is, can you execute the game plan?
Absolutely.
And that's going to be the challenge of what teams do tonight, is how well can they execute what their coaches have put together with the game plan tonight.
All right, that's going to take us out of our Burkhart Farm Center pregame show. We're going to get ready for tip, as looks like Pranger has something on his hands or on his face. He's going to get cleaned up. Getting something cleaned off on the floor as well. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Pranger center circle to jump it up. Looks like it'll be Fishpaw jumping with him. Our first Federal Community Bank scoreboard's ready to rock and roll. You see 8 minutes on it. We still got something on the floor down here on the Wynford sidelines. Somebody spilled water or something, it looks like.
Probably during the introduction something happened.
Cleaned up, ready to roll. Official giving instructions. There's the whistle, ball's in the air. Pranger wins the tip, gets it right back from Vance. Pranger will bring it across.
So Buckeye Central in man-to-man defense here, and Wynford in a little 1-4 high set, a little side ball screen, post-to-post pass, and a block shot.
Block shot there by Hefner. A great job by him to come across and get the rejection.
So this becomes an important part of a game, especially if you're struggling scoring, is can you score on special situations on these baseline out of bounds? So they get a quick look here, but not able to knock it down.
Quick two on the other end, no good. Vance gets the rebound for Wynford.
Well, and Pranger's going to bring it up. Again, call a set here. Now it's a little bit of a 1-4 low set. And they bring Pranger off of his screen on the wing, and he's open for a three, not able to knock it down.
Pranger misses his first attempt.
Hefner with the rebound there after having a block shot on the first possession.
Still scoreless. Caudell's going to catch it right wing, gets it to Phillips. Phillips will hoist the three ball. Nothing doing. Neither team able to knock anything down here early.
Yep. Good little set there. They ran a flare screen for the point guard, and they brought Phillips up through a double, which we call an elevator screen, and he was able to get an open look at the top. But neither team's coming out real hot tonight. It's a little bit like the weather, getting cold. Pranger again with an open look from three and not able to go.
Nothing doing again. Neither team able to find the rim. Phillips has it on the outlet. Skips it over. Jarvis is blocked. Fishpaw there for the cleanup.
I mean, good hustle there by Fishpaw to make sure you follow up. I mean, Pranger made an athletic play to block that shot, but Fishpaw there able to get the second chance opportunity.
This time, 2 points, Jackson Vance.
Yep. Good pass there from Drew Johnson to his teammate at the block, and Wynford's going to show a little bit of a, looks like a diamond look in the half court.
They break it well, does Buckeye Central. Caden Jarvis has two.
And Phillips has a nice assist there. Looking to the backside. Many times when you see that kind of look, we tell our players, look sideline, middle, ball reversal, but also make sure you're looking at that deep diagonal, which is what Phillips did there, getting the Bucks an easy basket on the backside.
Pranger 0 for 2 to start the game. Gets it to Johnson. That's a three ball. That's no good. It'll be out of bounds. It'll go to Buckeye Central, and neither team really able to put the ball in the basket here in the early going. A couple run-out layups for Buckeye Central and a nice little feed down low for Wynford. Not able to knock a shot down yet, though, from range. Hefner has it. Gets it to Jarvis. Jarvis step through. Ball fake. Can't finish. Gets his own rebound. Can't finish again. Gets another rebound. Caden Jarvis.
Well, and
three offensive rebounds.
Yeah, what you mentioned, Josh, was Wynford has not rebounded the ball very well, and that's showing here in the first 3 minutes. They've gotten 4 points the Bucks have on offensive putbacks.
Caudell's going to get that rebound. It'll go off of Caudell. It'll stay with Wynford. We'll see what they come. Baseline out of bounds here.
Good hustle there by Drew Johnson to kind of force that ball off of the defender.
Pranger misses again. He can't find it.
He's gotten 3 really good looks. I mean, they haven't been highly contested. Just has not been able to find the stroke yet.
Jarvis has it for Buckeye Central. Spins in the middle.
Here.
They're going to call a blocking foul. Called on Johnson on the arm.
Well, they ran just a little clear-out move there. They ran 2 shooters off of a double screen on the left side of the floor. And then Caden Jarvis took it to the lane. The Wynford crowd thought it was a travel. But he gets contact, gets to the free throw line, misses the first. Has a chance here to go for his second free throw.
As Hunter Ralston checks into the game, replacing Pranger. Set him down, let him catch his composure real quick before you put him back in. Jarvis splits the pair.
Yep. Jarvis the left-hand stroke there. 7-2 Bucks here with 4:30 to go in the first quarter.
Jarvis with 5. Stanek now the freshman running the controls. Gets it to Johnson. Tried to throw it underneath, looking for Pelter. Nothing doing. Caudell almost loses it. The first turnover. Caudell picked up by Stanek. Stanek pokes it away. Drew Stanek's got a run out. Floats can't finish, though. Hefner's going to get the rebound. Caudell looks to push to Phillips. Fishpaw in the corner. He'll hoist a 3 ball. Nothing doing there. Neither team able to knock down a jumper yet.
Good box out there by Johnson. Now he's going the length of the floor. And another block shot by Hefner.
Jarvis. Great up and under. Caden Jarvis has 7, and it's a 9-2 Buckeye Central lead. As you're going to see the Caden Jarvis bucket one more time. Just gets there. Great up and under. Nice little ball fake, little pump fake. Finishes with the right hand as a lefty. Wynford's got plenty of clean looks, Coach. They've got some really good looks at the rim. They just can't knock it down right now.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to get a lot of second chance opportunities either. But Matthew Hefner has made his presence felt a little bit inside. Has a couple big block shots. And the last block shot led to that transition basket. So 9-2 here with 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Buckeye Central off to a good start. Wynford off to a really cold start offensively.
Pranger's going to come back into the game, replacing Pelter.
And now the Bucks are going to show a little bit of a diamond press here in the full court.
Johnson to Stanek,
nice
backside
pass.
Vance. Basket's good, and a foul.
Really nice attack of the pressure there by Wynford. The young freshman, Drew Stanek, catches it along the sideline, and many times as a coach, it's what you're telling, look to that backside of the rim. He made a great pass to his teammate. Now they get a chance to score 3.
Misses short. Fishpaw with the rebound for Buckeye. Caudell has it now. To Phillips. Great ball fake.
Phillips,
Great
nice
feed.
pass.
Everything's working right now for Buckeye Central.
Well, Phillips does a nice job of what we call playing off 2 feet there. He got to the lane, jump stop, defense stepped up. One of the things you want to try not to do is help inside out. Wynford's defense did that. Makes a little drop pass to, I believe it was Hefner.
Yep.
And Hefner gets an easy basket.
They're going to get it inside to Vance. Great defense there by Buckeye Central. Ends up in a turnover. Jarvis with the run out. Somehow keeps control of the basketball. He finishes. He's got 9, and it's 13-4 Buckeye Central.
When the ball goes inside by the Royals, Fishbaum and Hefner are showing some difficulty of their size inside. Wynford struggling with that right now.
Stanek gets it to Johnson. Looks for Ralston, nothing doing. Gets it back up top to Pranger. Pranger held scoreless here in the first. Ralston Pranger has it again. Stanek, great move by the freshman.
Good defense here in the half court by Buckeye Central so far. They're going to call for a foul.
They'll call that foul on Hefner. That's his second.
And you can see the difference there. Instead of just going straight, Jackson Vance, instead of just going straight up with it, showed a little shot fake and then was able to put his shoulder kind of into the defender's chest, draw the contact, create the foul situation. Now what you got to do is go to the line and convert. But he misses the first of two.
Wynford yet to convert on a free throw here in the first quarter. Misses again.
Yep.
Jarvis looking to run. Spin move, kicks it out to Phillips for a three ball. How about it? 16-4.
Yep, Jack Phillips on the trail of that, and they kick it back to him. He's able to knock down the open three.
Well, and the big thing there is Jarvis has done such a good job once he's got inside, spinning back to that left hand. They collapse onto that, which is what left Phillips wide open at the top of the key.
Yeah, a lot of times on a break, that trail guy is going to be the guy that's open.
Johnson knocks it down.
Yep. Johnson breaks the ice a little bit here, and 16-6, so Buckeye's going to take a quick timeout here with 1:04 to go. Looks like a 30-second timeout by Coach Moyer.
Kind of, he really only goes about 5 deep, maybe 6. So this might be more of a, hey, get a drink, get a refresher for those guys real quick.
Well, I think the other part of it is if you take a look, you're just over a minute, you're up by 10. So not really sure if he'll go for the last shot of the quarter, but he wants to maybe really try to get a look here and see if you can get this to 12, because the other part of it is the possession arrow favors you to start the next quarter. So the next few possessions could be crucial that you stretch this 10-point lead out to maybe a 14 or a 16-point lead. And on the flip side, if you're Wynford, you're going to look to try to get a stop here and see if you can get this back under 10 points as you go into the second quarter. So it looks like Wynford's in a 1-2-2 zone. Let's see what Buckeye Central does here, if they attack this zone or if they decide they're going to look for the last shot of the quarter.
Phillips has it. Donnie Fortner's checked into the game. Skip feed to Jarvis. Skip feed back to Caudell in the corner. Jarvis looks to attack, gets all the way inside. Caden Jarvis has had himself a first quarter. He's got 11.
Yeah, big quarter by Jarvis. Good job there of getting into the gap of the zone. And again, playing off 2 feet. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Looks like Wynford may look to get the last shot of the quarter here with just under 20 seconds to go.
Pranger guarded by Jarvis to Ralston, up top to Stanek. Johnson in the corner. Drew Johnson showing signs of life for the Royals.
Big basket there, cuts it to 9. Clock's running down.
Jarvis can't knock it down, but it's an 18-9 first quarter advantage for the Royals. We'll be back for quarter number 2 after this timeout.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's
Josh Banks back inside Buckeye Central High School in the confines of New Washington, Ohio, where the Bucks of Buckeye Central jump out to an early 18-9 advantage after 1. Rebounds.
Yeah, that's her second chance. But on the positive side, Drew Johnson's had a 2 and a 3 late. His 5 points have have cut the lead, the deficit, to 9. And now Wynford coming out in a little bit of a 1-2-2 zone. Let's see what Buckeye Central does. Look to put it in the high post and almost turned it over, but got the ball back.
Great pass from Jarvis to Fishpaw.
I mean, Jarvis did a nice job at the end of the first quarter of getting in the lane and finishing. There he does a nice job of getting in the lane and finding an open teammate.
Pranger's going to catch, look to get inside, little pull up, great find to Vance. Can't knock it down. It'll stay with Wynford.
Good pass there. Vance just not able to finish it. Wynford calling their baseline out of bounds here. Let's see if they get a good look. Looks like a little stack action.
To Stanek. Pranger. In and out, still unable to find it.
Yep. Not able to find his range yet, but you would expect
Jarvis.
the guy. There he goes.
Pranger's going to take that one away from him. Going to go coast to coast.
And sometimes that's all it takes is an easy basket to kind of get you going. So back to a 9-point deficit for the Royals, and they're back in a 1-2-2 zone.
Caudell gets it to Jarvis. Inside the Fishpaw. He can't catch it. That's going to be a turnover, Buckeye Central.
Well, I think Fishpaw tried to catch the ball because he knew he had a post guy that was going to cut right down the lane. And he tried to catch, was looking at him before he caught the ball. So Royals with the chance here to cut this deficit to 7 or 6.
Stanek, Pranger on the right wing. Johnson, who had the hot hand to end the first quarter with 5, gets it to Pope.
Good pass fake. Just run a little shuffle action here off this high post. And seeing if they can get an easy look here.
Pranger.
Johnson's
no hurry,
put it on the floor and go to his left.
Drew Johnson's got 7. Yep. And it's a 7-point ball game.
And that's not a real easy shot. Going to his left, came back to his right hand, able to put it on the glass and finish. So 7-point game here with just under 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Phillips in the corner to Jarvis. Great catch. Finds Fishpaw with the left, and it falls in.
They do a nice job of what we call overloading the zone there. Hit a shooter in the corner. They had to go out and get him, and he did a nice job of putting the ball into the short corner, and then Fishpaw being able to make a nice move and finish with his left hand.
Johnson has it now. Gets it to Stanek. Pope.
I mean, the Royals' 2 leading scorers, Stanek and Pranger, only have 2 points between them right now.
Yep.
So they're going to have to find a way to maybe get those guys some shots here. But Buckeye Central doing a good job.
Stanek will step back 3. Nothing doing. Jarvis with the rebound. Looks to push. Pranger almost pokes it away again. They're going to go right back to this 1-2-2.
See if they try to overload the zone again like they did last time.
Jarvis with it. Tries to get to Caudell. Great job by Vance to read it. It'll go off of Vance on the sideline. Jarvis knocks it off of him, and it'll go back to Buckeye Central.
Official almost got run over there. He almost took a charge.
He almost took one. He had some big bodies coming at him, too. Jackson Vance, Caden Jarvis. Caudell has it now for Buckeye Central. Gets it to Jarvis. Jarvis has it poked away by Pranger. Phillips gets inside. Great feed to Caudell. To Lane Caudell. He's got his first 2.
Yep. I mean, Buckeye Central's done a good job of when they got to the lane, they've been able to either finish shots or I believe on 3 occasions they've been able to dish it to an open post player against that zone.
Pranger catches.
Yep.
Tried to throw it inside to Stanek. Another turnover for the Royals. That's their 4th of the half.
Yeah, just not able to find the cutter there, and the pass went right over top of his head.
Caudell has it. poked away by Pranger. He's going to get points number 3 and 4 here on the run out.
Yep.
And all his points have come off of steal run out layups.
Yep, shows his quickness with his feet and also especially with his hands. But he's been able to poke the basketball loose and get 2 easy layups.
Jarvis looks to get inside, floats, can't finish, but another offensive rebound goes into the body. Another offensive rebound for Jarvis. He's got 4 offensive rebounds on his own shot here this evening in the first half.
Well, and a lot of that is because he plays off of 2 feet when he gets to the lane. He's not floating. He's jump stopping, either making a strong move to finish it or finding an open teammate for an easy basket. So a box set here on the baseline out of bounds. Wynford does a good job defending it. Ball goes to the deep corner. And it looks like Wynford might be in man-to-man here.
Phillips gets a friendly roll in the confines of his own gym. He's got 6, and it's back up to 12.
You don't see too many threes like that where it just kind of hit the back of the rim and the ball just died on the back and then just rolled in.
Stanek up top. Johnson's had the hot hand for Wynford. Can't knock that one down. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with Wynford. This is a correct call. It went off of Caudell.
So Wynford baseline out of bounds here. Box set. Johnson steps in looking for a post up. Not able to get it, but Stanek drives it. Not able to finish it.
Again, Stanek held scoreless. Johnson, though, from the corner. He's been the guy here in the first half for Wynford. He's up to 10. It's right back to 9, sorry.
Yeah. Drew Johnson in double digits. Came into tonight averaging just over 8 points a game. So he stepped up. He's kind of that third scorer we said that Wynford would need tonight. But Pranger and Stanek are going to kind of need to get going here. And Coach Moyer doesn't like what he sees here. Going to call a timeout with the Bucks leading by 9. So, again, we're kind of in the same situation, Josh, that we were at the end of the first quarter. We're just at about a 2-minute mark. And kind of this important part, we talked a lot about the first 3 minutes of the game being important, first 3 minutes of the second half being important. But I think you've heard this a lot, especially as we prepare for the football game on Monday night where Notre Dame talks about that 8 minutes, the 4 minutes at the end of the half, and the 4 minutes to start the second half. So similar situation here for Buckeye Central. They're up 9. They'd like to get this maybe above 10 to like 12 or 15, by the end of the half. And if you're Wynford, you got it to 9, maybe get it to 5, and you're right back in it before you start the second half.
You know, something, again, I seen last night when I was at Cary for the Wynford Cary girls. Wynford's up 11. Or Wynford's up 8 with like 10 seconds left. Cary hits a 3 to end the third. They come out and hit a 3 to start the fourth, and that 8 becomes 2 real quick.
Yep.
Caudell has it for Buckeye Central. To Phillips. He'll shoot one from the corner. In and out. But there's the rebound.
Offensive rebound.
It'll be a turnover, but that's still.
Royals got a little bit lucky there because great effort to get to the glass. By number 5, Lane Caudell, a sophomore, and then just not able to maintain his balance and kind of threw it out of bounds. So Wynford the chance here to cut it to 7 or 6. They run a little crossing action by the 2 wings here.
In the corner, Pelter can't knock it down, but offensive rebound there.
Good rebound by Drew Johnson.
Vance tries to get all the way inside. Good defense by Fishpaw down low.
Just too strong off the glass. I mean, Vance, good hustle there, though.
Caudell's going to bring it up for Buckeye Central.
Yep, 1-2-2 zone here. Pranger's extending out the top a little bit.
Tried to get the Fishpaw to be a kick ball.
Yep, tried to put the ball in that short corner where Fishpaw has been pretty efficient with being able to catch it, then make a move and finish going to the basket. So baseline out of bounds here for the Bucks. Box set. Good job by Wynford not allowing it, but get a good look from 3.
Hunter Caudell, I talked about in the pregame. He doesn't shoot a bunch, but boy, when he does, he's effective.
Yep, that's a big basket. Takes it to 12 right now.
Pringer up top to Smelter.
Johnson feeling it a little bit, not able to knock it down, though. Under a minute.
Jarvis now
And
looks
the Bucks
to run.
are up by 12.
Pringer almost pokes it away again. They're going to get Pringer for a foul, though. That'll be his first, team's second.
Yep, he almost got it on the first one and then made contact. The official calls the second contact. So 30-18 with 51 seconds to go here in the first half.
Phillips.
Let's see if the Bucks look for the last shot of the quarter here, or if they're going to look to attack early.
Great move by Phillips. Pull up from the free throw line elbow. 2 points.
Yep.
And it's 14. 30 seconds left. In the corner to Pelter. Drew Johnson kind of going to calm everything down. Guarded by Phillips. Back to Dawson.
15 seconds.
Stanek catch and shoot 3 ball. Can't knock it down. And Buckeye's going to have the last possession of the half. Phillips.
This could be big here.
Gets it to Hunter Caudell. Back to Phillips. He'll hoist. Nothing doing. And that'll be the end of the half. 32-18. Your halftime score. The Bucks with a huge advantage. That could all change in the second half, though. We'll be back with that and your halftime show stats and analysis after this commercial break.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Balogh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Homebuyers Plus program. And it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know.
Back inside Buckeye Central High School, Josh Banks here. Just want to give a quick shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We couldn't bring you live and free high school hoops without the support of these amazing people. First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. Burkhart Farm Center, farmers serving farmers. Scout Construction Services LLC. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information. 419-989-7240. Integrity Lawn Maintenance. Landscaping services you can be proud of at a price you can afford. Schedule a free estimate by calling Austin at 567-307-5554. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchens and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. Thank you to those amazing sponsors for allowing us to bring you live and free sports. We'll be back for our halftime show right after this.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire out the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here, blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. Yeah, the first step is showing up, hear them cheer. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. We're blowing up.
Josh Banks back with you inside Buckeye Central High School in the beautiful New Washington, Ohio on a cold, snowy Saturday night. Hang out with us, watch some basketball. Buckeye Central controls the first half, leading 32-18.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that the last 2 to 3 minutes of that half were important. The Bucks were able to take that, I think it was a 9-point lead, and extend it to 14. So as we get ready to start the second half, it's going to be Wynford's possession. Wynford's got to, try to key in here and see if they can get a score, a stop, and a score, and that would put them at 10 or under to start this third quarter. So these first couple of possessions of this second half are going to be important to see if Wynford can cut into this deficit, or on the other hand, what the Bucks would like to do is, get a stop, a score, and a stop, and then have a chance, it's at 16 or 17, and look to see if they can get this thing to 20 here within the first 3 minutes. So first 3 minutes of the second half are going to be important.
And we're going to take a look at some halftime stats, unofficial, of course. Inside our Burkhart Farm Center halftime show, Wynford with 6-2, 2 threes, 8 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 4 fouls. They're 0 from the free throw line. Buckeye Central with 11 field goals, 3 threes, 13 rebounds, only 5 turnovers, 4 fouls, and they're 1 of 2 from the line. So really, offensive rebounds have been huge for them. Second chance points, absolutely massive so far here in this game.
Yeah, it's been a big difference. Buckeye Central's probably have 6 to 8 of those 32 points are on second chance opportunities. And that's the one thing when you play a zone, which Wynford's been in a 1-2-2 zone. A lot of times it's more difficult to rebound out of a zone just because you got to really search to find a man in your area. Whereas with your man-to-man, you basically have a responsibility that the person you're guarding, you got to keep them off the glass. So it's going to be Wynford basketball here to start. They're down 14. As we said, a score, a stop, and a score would be huge here for the Royals.
Score, stop, score, get yourself to within maybe right at that 10 or under 10.
If you get a score, a stop, and a score, you're going to be at least 10 or under 10. So important possessions here. The Royals want to try to see if they can get a really good look, and they'd like to get Wes Pranger or the young Stanek kid, kind of get them going here. As Stanek has been held scoreless, and Pranger only has 4 points.
Make that 6.
Now he's got 6. That was a pretty tough shot right there. So if he can get going, that'll be a big plus for the Royals. So
well, and they caught it. They threw it to him down in the low post area that time. A little turnaround jumper instead of the 20-footer, a little 10-footer. Jarvis goes back door, stolen away by Stanek.
Good play, good defensive play there by Stanek. So they got the stop. Let's see if they can get another score here and get it to 10 or lower.
Pranger almost has it poked away by Jarvis. He's going to pull it out.
They're going to pull it out and reset their offense here and see what they can get. We mentioned Drew Johnson with a big first half for the Royals. He had 10.
Dawson Peltzer has it.
Looking for a cutter here somewhere.
Stanek comes out, pops out to get it.
A little confusion right now with the Royals offensively. Stanek, nice pass to Johnson.
Great feed from Stanek to Johnson, and we're 2 minutes into the third quarter, minute and a half in, and they've got it down to 10.
Yep, that's exactly what they need to do. They got a score, a stop, and a score. They've got it to 10. Now what you want to try to do is build on that. They did that all within the first minute and a half of this third quarter.
Fishball to Phillips, to Caudell, back to Phillips. Great ball fake, looks to get inside, almost loses it. Caudell, little floater. Pranger, I'm going to run a replay. That looked clean to me. Little floater.
Well,
might have got the arm, and coming from behind like that, I think you're going to get that call more often than not.
Well, the official, I think, said that he hit him in the head, which might have been the case. I think he got the basketball, but maybe the lower part of his arm hit Caudell in the head. So Caudell to the line with 2 free throws and hits the first. So first points of the second half here for the Bucks.
6:10 left here on the third quarter clock. In and out, but Fishball with the offensive rebound goes back up strong. He can't finish, though.
Good effort by Fishball there to get an offensive rebound off a missed free throw.
Johnson.
Ooh, nice crossover.
Great crossover and finish. He's having himself an evening as he's got 14 of their 24.
Yep. I mean, really nice crossover in the baseline. Kind of backed up his dribble then cross it over really hard, and able now to cut this deficit to 9. So first 3 minutes here have been pretty good so far for the
Jarvis
Royals.
traveled. Buckeye Central not doing a very good job getting set up in their offense. It's going to cause a quick timeout by Coach Moyer as it's a 6-1 start here in quarter number 3 for the Royals.
Well, Coach Moyer understands right now, they've cut a 14-point lead to 9, or excuse me, the Royals have cut a 14-point deficit to 9. And this becomes an important possession because you want to try to get this back into double digits lead if you're the Bucks. So good timeout here by Coach Moyer. Probably going to try to set something up to get a really good look here and maybe get something inside. Where they've been successful is that ability to penetrate into the lane, jump stop and either finish plays or jump stop and draw help defense and find an open teammate right at the rim.
Something that we haven't really seen out of them so far. Everything's been kind of on the perimeter. You had Fishball get the offensive rebound on the free throw, but we haven't seen them attack. I feel like Wynford's come out more of a man-to-man instead of that 1-2-2, and Buckeyes kind of struggling to get the ball in the interior against the man-to-man defense.
Yeah.
It'll be Wynford ball.
So understanding here, the big emphasis that Buckeye, they want to get a stop here. They don't want to allow this to get to 7 points or 6 points. So big possession here, a defensive possession for the Bucks. On the other side, it's a big offensive possession for the Royals. They get a chance, they can get about as close as they've been here so far tonight.
Jackson Vance has it, looking to get it to Drew Johnson. Again, their workhorse so far here in the first 3 quarters. To Stanek.
They look like they wanted to
Pranger
post
catch and
Pranger up.
shoot. Still can't find it from deep, but there's Jackson Vance. He's got himself an offensive rebound and a putback. He's up to 6.
Yep, that's big. So I've cut it to 7 from 14 to 7, and we're not even halfway through the third quarter.
Phillips gets a string from Fishpaw. Free throw line jumper, in and out. Hefner. Big offensive rebound for the senior Matthew Hefner. Bigger, stronger in the post on that play.
Yeah. As we said, rebounding was a key.
Stanek has it taken away by Jarvis. Jarvis going to go coast to coast. The right-handed finish. Caden Jarvis is up to 13.
Yep. We got it back to an 11-point lead now. So 2 big plays there, an offensive rebound and a putback. And a
Johnson,
steal.
a deep 3 there.
Yeah. But Vance on the backside, able to rebound the basketball.
And calling for a travel. Coach Ginther not too happy about that one. It looked like he kind of drugged that pivot foot before he put the ball down, though.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if he had control of the basketball enough, though, to maybe call a travel. But, it looked like a travel. So, tough call there for the Royals.
Caldell has it. Hunter Ralston going to pick up a foul. Getting the ball to Phillips over there on the right wing. Ralston a little too aggressive there. His first, team's second. Caldell has it now to Phillips. Phillips guarded by Pranger. So Caldell gets a screen from Fishpaw. A deep 3. Nothing doing. Offensive rebound, though, for Hefner. Blocked. Drew Johnson thought he had Wes Pranger running with him. Pranger popped out for a look at the 3-point line. Johnson threw a great pass, just nobody running with him.
Yep. And Buckeye deflected out of bounds. So baseline out of bounds here for the Royals.
Gets it inside to Vance. Blocked! Jeremiah Fishpaw with the rejection.
Important for Vance, maybe the next time he catches it inside, just try to use a little bit of a shot fake and see if he can get up in the air. But that's probably Buckeye Central's 4th or 5th block shot tonight between Fishpaw Hefner.
Yes. They've done a great job interior-wise tonight. Pranger has it now, gets it to Stanek. Stanek still held scoreless so far. Ralston back to Pranger. Looks to get inside. Great feed to Ralston. He's going to get fouled hard by Jarvis.
Good pass there by Pranger. Went to his left and able to look back to his right, threw a great bounce pass.
Hunter Ralston to step to the line to shoot 2. Knocks down the first. 10 points.
Yep. I mean, Wynford hanging tough. If what we'd like, if you're Wynford, you'd like to see if you can cut this to 5 by the end of the quarter. There's going to be a violation here on
Jarvis. Yes,
Buckeye
there's going to be a
Central, I
violation,
believe.
but they're going to talk about the shot fake because he does the fake shot before he shoots it. I think that's the conversation they're having right now. It'll be Buckeye Central basketball. Not sure what the explanation was there.
No, I'm not sure either.
Jarvis did go into the lane early. He got back before the shot, but I thought once you crossed into the lane, it was an automatic violation.
Well, they're going to wait and see if he made or missed it, but there must have been something else that they thought that
Jarvis can't control it, gets it back.
Maybe the shooter did that forced him to do that. I'm not sure.
Caudell. Buckeye in no hurry currently.
Looks like they're going to try to go to the mismatch inside.
Tipped.
Ball,
Drew Johnson. Jarvis gets him up, floats and finishes. Caden Jarvis has 15 now. For being a lefty, he really likes going to that right hand.
Yeah, and he does a really good job, as I mentioned several times tonight, of playing off of 2 feet. He's gotten that jump shot.
Pranger, a little pull up inside.
So he's heated up a little bit. He's got 8 now, but he's gonna need to really heat up here for the Royals to try to make a difference here. So 10-point lead for the Bucks with just under 2 minutes to go in the third.
Get it to Fishpaw. Looks to go to work against Johnson. They're gonna have a foul. That foul's gonna go on number 11. That's Gavin Kohler. As Vance and Pope will come onto the floor, replacing Kohler and Stanek.
So again,
another box set.
Baseline out around, box set. Let's see what they do here. I think last time they got a 3 out of it. Little screener action.
Hefner steps through. He's going to get called for a travel. He took an extra step.
Yep.
Pranger now with it. 1:40 left here in quarter number 3 for the Royals. Pranger almost thrown away by Caudell. Gets it to Ralston. Johnson back outside. That one won't fall. Offensive rebound and put back for Jackson Vance.
You know, Vance has done a nice job of getting the offensive glass tonight, and they're able to get a second chance opportunity and finish it. So Royals have got it back to 8.
Jarvis gets it to Fishpaw. Guarded by Vance. Fishpaw going to look to go to work. How about the feed? Fishpaw found Hefner. That was a great pass, just unable to control it, and it'll be Wynford basketball.
The Royals had Fishpaw where they wanted him, about 35 feet. And he's not going to be a guy that's going to be able to drive the ball consistently. Drove a little bit out of control and threw a pass that was maybe catchable, but was also a tough pass to catch.
Vance Pranger left open. He's eventually going to knock it down, and he hits that one. He's got 11, and it's a 5-point ball game.
His first 3. So big possession here. You would expect Buckeye Central is going to hold for the last shot. because Wynford's going to get possession of the basketball to start the fourth.
He traveled. He took a step before he put it down, and now they can cut it to 3, maybe even 2 before the fourth quarter.
So you're
Pelter.
You're going to kind of get a 2-for-1 here from the standpoint you're going to hope to get the last shot of the quarter, and then you're going to get the possession of the basketball to start the fourth. So I would anticipate you're going to see either Johnson or Pranger with something here. It looks like they're going to try to get it out of Pranger's hands.
They're going to look to double. Pranger does a great job. Gets it to Pope, to Johnson. Johnson's going to get inside, almost poked away. Pelter. How about it? Dawson Pelter with the third quarter buzzer beater, and it's a 2-point game. 37-39. Buckeye Central still holds the lead, but we got an exciting fourth quarter coming at you guys live and free right after this break.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Homebuyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above-market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up.
Josh Banks alongside the legendary Joe Balogh, back with you guys from Buckeye Central High School. And Coach, how about the third quarter for the Wynford Royals?
The Royals outscore them 19-7, so they cut that 14-point deficit to 2. And as we mentioned, the end of the third quarter there, big turnover by the Bucks to give the ball back to the Royals with 20 seconds. They're able to knock down a 3 right before the buzzer. Now they got a chance here that they can tie or take the lead here to start the fourth.
And the big thing in that third quarter was Pranger got himself going. He's going to come off a screen, catch, and shoot. Can't knock that one down. Hefner gets the rebound, gets it to Phillips.
And Vance had inside position there, just was not able to grab the basketball.
Phillips gets it to Caudell.
Look like they're going for a backdoor play here.
They
Good
get it
job,
to
good
Phillips.
job of Wynford defending what we would call 2-down action. And Phillips with the 3, not able to knock it down.
They're going to call fishball for a push in the back. That is the correct call there. Might have been a little late, but they are going to get him for a push. That's his first, team first.
So again, the Royals with the chance here to tie it or take the lead.
A good look for Pranger on the last possession.
And Buckeye Central in their man-to-man defense.
Vance to
Vance
Pranger.
He's not going to shoot it from the top, but Johnson will. Off the front, and again, Vance had inside position, just not able to grab that offensive rebound.
Hefner almost traveled.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it to Fishpaw. Johnson with a run out. Spin move to Pranger.
Pranger trying to set the offense here a little bit. It looks like a little 1-4 low action. Pranger against Fishbaugh here. Let's see if he tries to drive him to the basket.
Johnson again to Pranger.
Pranger looking to try to work off of a high ball screen, but
can't knock it down. It'll be off of Hefner. It'll stay with Wynford. That's a shot that you don't see Wes Pranger miss as much as he has missed here tonight.
Yep. But again, Jackson Vance doing a good job of getting inside position. So baseline out of bounds, looks like a little four cross action here. Pranger's going to catch it. Going to get a ball screen, refuses it, and then just
throws it away. He thought Johnson was going to go back door. Johnson went to pop to the corner, and it's going to cause Coach Adam Ginther to take himself a timeout.
Well, the Royals have had two chances, really more than two, because they got the ball back out of bounds. So 3 chances to either score, to either tie or take the lead, just have not been able to do it.
Actually, it's been 4, so they had the ball out. Pranger's missed 2 threes, and then you just had the turnover right there.
So, Coach Gunther just talking to them a little bit about, hey, we need to be a little bit more efficient here because you only get so many opportunities to tie or take a lead, and they haven't taken advantage of that here to start the 4th quarter.
It'll be interesting to see if you're Coach Moyer, what you do on the offensive end. They've gone to man-to-man, and you've struggled.
The difference has been they've really struggled against Wynford's man-to-man. They haven't been as efficient with the ball as they were in the first half. I would think you'd want to maybe try to look to get something inside or the ability of your guards to attack, so they're going right inside to Fishball with a nice left-handed move.
Jeremiah Fishball, just as you called for it, Coach. Get it to your big guy. Let him go to work. He's got 8.
So back to a 4-point lead for the Bucks.
Pope has it.
Little cross-screen action inside.
Johnson
off of a down screen on the perimeter. They're going to cross-screen inside for Pranger. And Pranger's probably going to come off this down screen here.
Same thing, both sides.
Yeah, run a little continuity with just this cross screen inside. Johnson's going to go to work. Not able to find anybody.
How about Jackson Vance for 3? We didn't know he could shoot it, but that was pure.
According to the stats we have, that's his second 3 attempted and his first 3 that he's made this year. So on a scouting report, it's a shot that the Bucks are going to be willing to give up.
Hefner with it to Fishpaw. Fishpaw gets it to Jarvis. Jarvis almost has it poked away by Pope. Tried to get to Fishpaw. Fishpaw comes back away with it, gets it to Caudell. Caudell tried to feed Hefner. It's stolen away by Pranger. And Pranger's going to go to the line to shoot 2 with a chance to give the Royals the lead.
Here in the second half, Buckeye Central's just not done a very good job of taking care of the basketball. Some unforced turnovers, and then just a costly live ball turner there where Pranger's able to get out and get in transition, and now with the chance to give the Royals their first lead
of the night. Yes. And he does, was Pranger. He's got 13 now. They got 3 guys in double figures.
Yep.
And a 1-point lead. Caudell with it for Buckeye Central. Gets it to Jarvis left wing. Looking to get it inside to Hefner. Top to Phillips. Phillips going to look to drive. Spin move to the right. He's going to get grabbed. Ends up with it on his back. Finds Hefner for 2. Buckeye Central right back up top.
That's one of the most unusual assists you've seen all year.
Yes.
An assist off your back. So the Bucks back up by 1 on a great assist.
Foul's going to be on Hefner. That's going to be his team third.
Yep. And that could come into play right now as the Bucks got 3 team fouls and the Royals have 0.
3:48 and counting here in quarter number 4. Pranger will trigger. Dawson Pelcher gives it right back to Pranger. He's guarded by Phillips. To Stanek, who second leading scorer, still held scoreless here tonight.
But, as a freshman, many times you find that inconsistency, as a young freshman. But they've had Jackson Vance has stepped up and had a big night tonight. He has 11.
Pranger catches left wing. Drew Johnson. Pranger, 3-ball, can't knock it down. They're going to get Drew Stanek on an offensive foul for a push in the back. Chippy, we get with 3:12 left here in quarter number 4.
Yeah, the Wynford Royal contingent not very happy with that call. Would have to see a replay to see if he really pushed him in the back or if he just kind of held his position and released. But a 1-point lead for the Bucks with 3 minutes to go in the basketball game.
Phillips has it. Looking to get a ball screen from Fishpaw. He goes to that left hand, floats, and scores! Jack Phillips has 2 more. He's up to 10, and it's a 3-point lead.
Yeah, Phillips, a nice job of getting deep in the lane there and then using the glass. Impressed with how Buckeye Central pretty much for the night has done a good job of playing off 2 feet in the lane.
Phillips has the rebound. Has Jarvis running with him. Great dish. Caden Jarvis from Jack Phillips, and it's a 5-point advantage.
Yep. I mean, Jack Phillips.
Timeout from Coach Ginther.
Well, Jack Phillips has kind of taken over here a little bit in the last, minute of this game. Good move in the lane to finish off the glass and then pushing the ball in transition, making a great bounce pass for his teammate to finish. So the Bucks, after being up 14 and then going down 1, have jumped back out to a 5-point lead here with, I believe, just a little bit over 2 minutes to go in the basketball game.
A 9-8 quarter here so far in favor of the Bucks. And it's really been the tale of 2 halves. I know Buckeye Central still has the lead, but Wynford has played an amazing second half.
Yeah, they played well.
But again, it's those shots that these kids normally knock down, there's a lid on the hoop down there, and it's just not going through the net.
Yeah. Well, a score here it will be big for the Royals. I mean, you're down 5 with 2:16. You'd like to get this to 3 or 2 here, so anticipating probably something to Wes Pranger or Johnson or Stanek looking for his first basket. Not able to get it.
Fishpaw gets the rebound. We got 2 minutes left, and the Bucks have a 5-point advantage. Caudell to Phillips. Phillips kind of had that hot hand as we talked about, guarded by Dawson Pelter. Phillips going to look to get into the lane. They're going to call the foul on Pelter. That'll be his first, team second. So 1:50 left. Neither team really in danger of that double bonus quite yet.
No, but Phillips just using his strength. He's really a strong
How about that
player.
defense there?
Johnson with the big steal there. So, again, Royals down by 5. Johnson's going to pull the 3, and he's going to be short. And it's going to be
off of Hefner. It'll stay with Wynford.
Stay with Wynford. 1:39 to go. You're down by 5. That was not a bad look by Johnson at all.
Maybe another step in. He kind of pulled up.
Yeah, maybe. But, he's played well tonight and shot it well. So you're going to probably anticipate it's going to go to Johnson or Pranger here. You would think something would. And Johnson's going to get another look from the corner. Not able to knock it down, and Phillips with the rebound.
Jarvis. It might be a dagger, folks. Caden Jarvis for 3. He's got 20.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Coach Moyer necessarily happy with it. It's kind of one of those you're going, no, and then it's yes.
Phillips with the steal and a finish. It's a 10-point Buckeye Central advantage. I don't think Coach Moyer was too happy with that 3.
No, I mean, you were up 5 with close to a minute. You probably would have liked to pull it out. But Jarvis with a lot of confidence there to shoot that 3. And really kind of the dagger there. Took it to 8. And then Phillips with the steal. and a layup gets it to 10. So Buckeye Central in pretty good shape here with about a minute to go.
Steal and a finish. It's a 10-point score. Buckeyes. As you just seen it.
And the play of Phillips has been huge here in the last few minutes of the basketball game.
The Integrity Lawn Care Maintenance instant replay showed you the Phillips steal and score. They were down 1. It was 42-41. It's an 11-0 Buckeye Central run over the last 3 minutes.
Well, and the one thing you mentioned as far as the keys was which, I think we talked about this a little bit, which team was going to be able to finish and play 32 minutes. So, right now the Bucks have shown that they're the team that's been able to finish things down the stretch.
Jarvis going to get fouled, or Prenger going to get fouled by Jarvis.
Yep, on a hold. So 14 foul on the Bucks. Next one they'll go to the line and shoot 2. So if you're Wes Prenger, you probably really want to try to attack here and see if you can get to the free throw line.
Kicks it in the corner. Dawson Peltzer, nothing doing. Rebounded by Stanek. Drew Johnson going to try. Can't get it. Rebounded by Fishpaw. And he's going to get fouled.
Yeah.
See who they call it on. They're going to call it on Johnson. That's his second. As you'll see, Isaiah Kaiser enter the game, replacing Hefner.
And I would imagine they want Kaiser in there for maybe his ball handling and
free throw shooting.
Or free throw shooting. So
Fishpaw will trigger.
3 fouls. They got 2 that they can give.
Gets it into Phillips. Coach Moyer going to take his final timeout.
Yeah, probably a good timeout because Phillips was in a bad area there. What you call a trapping area near the half-court line and the sideline, area that you want to try to stay out of when you know you're going to get trapped. So good timeout for the Bucks so they don't turn the basketball over. Important thing is you want to stay out of those trap areas and make sure you catch the basketball because more than likely you're going to get fouled.
A 13-5 fourth quarter spurt here by the Bucks of Buckeye Central. On the back of Jack Phillips and Caden Jarvis, who have 32 of their 52 here this evening.
I think Jack Phillips has been really a key tonight. His ability to get to the lane, he has 12, and he probably has 5 or 6 assists also tonight. His physical strength's been a problem for Wynford to handle, especially when able to get in the lane and jump stop and finish, or either draw help, defense, and find an open post player.
Jarvis will now trigger. They're going to put Fishpaw down on the block. Gets it into Phillips.
Fouled him right away. One more foul, and they're going to go to the line to shoot 2.
36.8 remaining. Jarvis will go back to trigger, far sideline. Gets it into Phillips again. He's going to get fouled by Prenger.
And a little thing there, but Phillips does a good job of just catching the ball and not putting it on the floor right away. He made the defense come to him, was able to take a few more seconds off the clock, and then knew he was going to get fouled.
32.9 left. Phillips knocks down the first.
I mean, really solid all-around game by Jack Phillips. Has been able to score, has assisted with his teammates.
Knocks down them both.
And then at the defensive end has a couple crucial steals that have been important here in the fourth quarter.
In and out. Fishpaw with another rebound. Gets it to Caudell.
Yep.
They're gonna just dribble it out if they'll let them. Fishpaw has it. Wynford's not going to foul again. That means the Buckeye Central Bucks are going to sweep the Wynford Royals. Final score here tonight, 54-42. We'll be back for our MVP interview and our post-game show after this timeout.
Coach B.
Hey, Travis, what's up?
Oh, not much. What's that sound?
Just working on some long overdue improvements here.
Whoa.
Fit for a Hall of Famer. Hi, I'm Joe Balogh. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Homebuyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above-market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless.
Josh Banks back inside Buckeye Central High School with our scout construction MVP, Mr. Jack Phillips, the junior forward for the Buckeye Central Bucks. First off, congratulations on the season sweep of the Wynford Royals. That's got to feel great.
Yeah, especially, last year we didn't get any league wins. So just to, we have 3 already. So, and then especially to get a sweep on a team that kind of handled us pretty well last year. It feels really good.
You guys come back at their place. We talked about it before the game. A couple of you guys were talking to me. You guys were down 12 in the fourth quarter. You come back and win that one in overtime. And this one, you're up 12 in the third quarter. They battle all the way back. They actually take a 1-point lead at one point in the fourth quarter. You guys outscore them 13-0 down the stretch. What did that take from you guys to fight through that adversity and be able to finish this game at home?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it down here during a timeout. You know, we had to get together and handle defense better. You know, we had to talk better. We had to get up and get some better ball pressure. But you know, at the end of the day, like last year's team, I don't know if they take a 1-point lead. You know, do we just fold, right? So I think it was really good. It's something that experience showed for sure this year.
You guys are pretty heavy, junior-heavy class. Most of the key guys on the squad are juniors. Matthew down low, who played a pivotal role tonight defensively on the rebounding side of things, just as well as Jeremiah. You have 14. Caden has 20. What it mean for you two specifically, you four actually, to have the performance that you did and again, be able to sweep a team that you haven't swept, let alone competed with like you have this year in quite some time?
Yeah, you know, it means a lot. These guys, they come in to practice every day and they work hard. You know, we're super competitive in our practices, so some days we can leave and, you know, not like each other very much, but at the end of the day, we're teammates and we know we have our backs. So
my last question. You guys are D7 for boys basketball. You've got some more you got some more regular season games rolling around. What's it going to take for you guys to continue to compete, keep getting better? And, you know, hey, it's high school basketball. You never know how deep you can go if you get hot at the right time.
Yeah. So with the 7 divisions this year, it's something new, but I'm really excited to see what we could do in the playoffs. You know, we've competed really well in our league and against teams that are in our district. So I think we have the possibility to make a run there in the district.
All right, Jack, last thing we're going to have you do, camera's looking at you. Go ahead and look back up at it and give a shout-out to whoever you want to here tonight.
Yeah, I want to shout out my coaches. They never give up on us. You know, we got punched in the mouth there, and they ended up taking the lead. But we stayed strong, and they were a pivotal part of that. And, of course, I want to thank my teammates. You know, it was selfless basketball today, and it was just great. It's fun basketball, and it's experienced basketball. So.
All right, everybody, that's our Scout Construction MVP Junior, Jack Phillips. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy it and finish out the season strong.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant
Guard's been out with a hamstring, Jack's brother. You can tell we struggle without him on the floor.
You heard it there, Coach Chris Moyer. I do notice that Alec's been somebody that's been missing. I was actually going to ask you about, now that we're talking, when is he trying to come back, and what's that going to mean for you guys to have that point guard back on the floor that can really run this offense kind of the way you want it to be run?
You know, we're hoping we're going to bring him back Tuesday, let him go full go Tuesday, Monday practice, and hopefully he's ready to go. But absolutely, you know, Hunter Cottle's doing a great job filling in for him, doing everything he can. But Hunter's much better off the ball. That's where he likes to play, and that's where he's freer at. But Alec does a good job. You know, for anybody that knows Alec knows that he lost all of last year with a torn ACL. He lost his entire sophomore season. So kid's been had some tough luck. But hopefully we got this thing straightened away, and we got him to go for the rest of the season.
Now, what was the message? We know you guys were up 12. Wynford went on a run. They take a 1-point lead. You called a timeout. What was the message to the boys to kind of spark? You guys finished on a 13-0 run to close that game out. What did you say to the boys in that huddle to refocus and turn that game around?
You know, I probably can't repeat it verbatim what I said, but, you know, we talked about it earlier this week, adversity. You know, you're going to get punched in the mouth in basketball games, right, in sports. When you do, you got to handle it, and you got to make good decisions. And I thought we did. You know, we're gonna have a talk with Caden there, who knocked a 3 down late, a little bit about what time and situation. But you know what, the kids handled it, and I was happy that we finally got some rebounds down there and locked down defensively a little bit.
You guys definitely dominated on the glass tonight. Jeremiah Fishpaul, Matthew Hefner do a great job on the offensive glass for you. Caden Jarvis had 4 offensive rebounds in a row at one point on his own misses. What was it for you guys to finally really dominate the boards, and how much did that mean to the execution of this double-digit victory?
Well, you know, unfortunately we did do a decent job. You know, I thought Wynford had a lot of good looks. They just didn't shoot well. It's kind of like us against Bucyrus the other night. But you also can't give up double-digit offensive rebounds and let them get cheap buckets on that end. And I thought we did a better job in the second half of giving them one-shot opportunities.
Next question is, you're 6-7. You got your third conference win. Jack actually just said himself, you guys did not win a conference game last year. Yep. You're now 3-6 in conference play. You still got some games left. What's the mindset for you and your coaching staff to finish out the rest of this N10 season strong and really get ready to go into sectionals?
Well, and that's exactly it. You know, the N10's a really, really good conference, right? Everybody knows that. Our kids need to understand the level of attention to detail you need in our league, right? You don't play anybody that hasn't scouted you to death, right? And the physicality at times, I think that we struggle with that. But our focus right now is just one game at a time. You know, stack wins, learn to win ball games. And I thought this was a good example. You know, they had all the momentum. They go up 1. Last year, we don't win this game. Yeah. We don't win this game. So I think it's the level of their maturity, and they just got to keep working to get better.
You're a junior-heavy class. You know, your starting 5, Magnus Hefner, are all juniors. Your guys coming off the bench are sophomores. What's it mean to you to have these guys? You've got your 5 next year. You've got all these other guys for a couple more years, and then your JV squad doesn't look terrible either with some freshmen coming in from there. What's it mean for you to get these young guys into games like this, to get them ready for the next couple years of Buckeye Central basketball?
You know, we do, and I have to do a better job of that. You know, I intentionally put Isaiah in there for Matthew at the end. Number one, it gave us another free throw shooter, but the kids earned it in practice, you know, and it's getting the kids to understand you get more opportunities the more you put into practice. Absolutely. And he's had a good couple weeks and deserved that opportunity, but they do got to get acclimated to the pace and the speed of the game at the varsity level.
All right, well, Coach, I let the players do it. I'm going to let you do it. Go ahead and shout out anybody you want to tonight. Look right up there.
Hey, shout out to my mom who passed away in June. She would have been here. She'd have had big smiles on her face. And shout out to my dad, Tiger, who never misses a game. And I appreciate looking up and being able to see his face.
Hey, that's victorious Buckeye Central coach Chris Moyer. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy it. But, hey, go finish strong, and hopefully I get to come see you guys again.
Yes, appreciate you guys being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Homebuyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above-market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Josh Banks back one final time here inside Buckeye Central High School. The Buckeye Central Bucks are victorious tonight, 54-42 over the Wynford Royals. You heard from our MVP, Jack Phillips, and head coach Chris Moyer. Now we're going to turn it over to Hall of Famer himself. Coach Balogh, what did you see tonight that really impressed you about both of these teams?
Well, you know, first of all, you got to from the Wynford standpoint, you're down 14 at the half. You could have easily packed it in, and they fought their way back to take a 1-point lead. But kind of the difference being is, you know, Buckeye Central, they're juniors. A lot of those guys played last year as sophomores. So that experience, and I think you heard Coach Moyer say it a year ago, we would not have won this basketball game because when they got down, you know, the heads go down and things happen. But you know, they showed good leadership tonight by what our MVP showed down the stretch. Made some great plays. Were able to finish the basketball game. So I think the other part that Coach Moyer mentioned too is, you know, now what you want to try to do is, you started the season 3-0. You went through a kind of a rough stretch here. You know, you beat Bucyrus, you lose to Bucyrus. Now what you want to try to do is build on this win, stack some wins, and see what kind of momentum you can build here in the last 4 to 5 weeks of the basketball season as you prepare for the tournament draw. And then also you might have you're not going to win the league, but you can have a say in the league by you know, maybe making a couple upsets here and knocking some teams out. So it'll be interesting to see how this Buckeye Central basketball team grows, you know, over the next 4 to 5 weeks.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at what's upcoming next for both of these squads. Buckeye Central will go to South Central on the 21st to face the South Central Trojans.
Those are going to be debatable. those games on Tuesday are going to be debatable with the weather we got coming in.
With the weather we got coming, I think all next week is going to be debatable.
With that cold, that Tuesday and Wednesday is not looking good.
And then next Friday, the 24th, these Wynford Royals will travel to the mountaintop and face the Rams of Upper Sandusky. I will be at that game for you live and free. We had a lot of fun here tonight.
Yep.
We had a very well-contested basketball game.
Well, and I think we mentioned, Josh, at the beginning of the game, you know, these are two programs that have a lot of history and a lot of pride. I mean, you can go back a lot of years, and there have been some great games. So there's been great games when both teams have been really, really good basketball teams. But typically, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of the old saying, when you have rivalry games, you kind of throw out the records, and that's, you know, that was kind of tonight. You had two teams that just really wanted to compete because this is kind of a bragging game. You know, whatever, 5-10 years from now, you're sitting around having a pop or two, and somebody's going to go, yeah, but you know, we swept you my junior year or my senior year, whatever it would be. So you know, a lot of pride, and I think that showed tonight with both basketball teams.
Well, and I think that's the joy of the N10 conference, Coach. All these schools are within, you know, 25 to 30 minutes of each other. These kids grow up together, playing against each other, and as they get older, their kids play against their kids, and it's just a rivalry that continues for life.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Another quick shout out to all of our sponsors tonight. Burkhart Farm Center, this is their post-game show. First Federal Community Bank, Scout Construction Services, Integrity Lawn Maintenance, Home and Kitchen Supply, and Spherion Mid-Ohio. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you live and free high school sports. Coach, while we run some credits, final thoughts.
You know, I guess the final thoughts would be tomorrow night, not just go Bucks, but go Buckeyes. That's what we want. And then the other part of it is just, you know, hopefully everybody over the next few days stays safe, because sounds like we're going to get some brutally cold winter weather here in north central Ohio. So stay safe out there and continue to enjoy the start of a great new year.
Hey, everybody, again, Joe Balogh on color with me. Jeremy Peoples, a phenomenal job on camera as always. I'm Joshua Banks. Thank you all for hanging out with us on this Saturday night. Stay safe this week. It's going to be cold. Stay inside. And, hey, if we're out, we'll be live and free, so you can tune in and watch with us. Other than that, hey, everybody, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you next time.